what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. We back, Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And we're going to talk about a few things, kind of like a mini rundown video. We're going to talk about Leo Santa Cruz getting called out by Shakur Stevenson. If Tank and Santa Cruz do fight, they're supposed to be on pay-per-view later this year. Will the winner take on Shakur Stevenson at 130? Also, we're going to talk about Jorge Linares has now opened the door to come to America in September and possibly fight Devin Haney. That's if Ryan Garcia don't get his situation right. But first, we're going to talk about something that Renardo sent me yesterday. Shout out to him, man. And he sent me Floyd Sr. calling Wilder a piece of trash. So I actually read it. I'm pretty sure it was on the Mayweather boxing channel. So let's talk about that. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And like I said before, man, when we attack each other as black people and we don't show unity, the first thing the other do, the brown brothers, the white brothers, the Indians, the Asians, they repost that shit and say, look, I told you, even Floyd Sr., even the black person saying Wilder trash. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, if you felt that way and they asked him, would you train him? He said, I don't think I can fix him. Just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Why do you got to sit there and say, oh, he's a piece of trash, this, that, and the third? And maybe I see why Floyd Jr. is a raccoon, because his daddy a raccoon too. He ain't too smart and nothing like that. And they fought amongst each other as brothers until, Roger died, and they still fighting against each other. And I ain't like that, bro. At the end of the day, they don't keep that same energy for the other people. As many trash fighters that's trained at the Mayweather gym. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of guys that train there that can't fucking fight, especially that's on Mayweather Promotions. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, man, it's unfortunate where we got to treat each other like that. And it's like a whole bunch of black people in boxing just couldn't wait for the downfall of Deontay Wilder. Antonio Tarver just couldn't wait. Larry Holmes just couldn't wait. And what Larry Holmes went through, you know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing that irks my nerves. When one person go through a similar series of events or a traumatic experience like Larry Holmes did and was hated for absolutely almost no reason, and you see Deontay going through the same thing, why wouldn't you sympathize with him? Why? I mean, at the end of the day, we already know Deontay gonna get a lot of flack because he dark skinned and he from Alabama. We know this. Carissa Shields get the same flack. Mason playing, man. He want to play. So I'll put you on camera since you want to play. All right. Since Clarissa get a lot of flack, Crawford get a lot of flack, it's no surprise that all three of them are dark skinned. You feel what I'm saying? And they speak the truth most of the time, and everybody tell a lie, whatever, or exaggerate, but they speak the truth most of the time, But it's just funny about how many people just tear them down. I expect the other to tear them down. And it'd be the very same people talking about black unity, and when they not talking about boxing, they talk about how we need to galvanize and how they pro-black and what they mixed ass kids and they Korean wives and they white wives. They be the main person sitting here trying to speak this black power shit, but the true color shows. When they sit out here and tear Terry Crawford down for wanting to fight the best. When they tear Deontay Wilder down, just can't wait for his downfall. When Anthony Joshua came to the Mayweather gym a few years ago, they were slobbering him down, bro. So it don't surprise me. We know what it is with the Mayweather boxing gym with a lot of people in there. And I got a lot of cool dudes in there. That's really, really solid dudes that we don't have no issue. But it's just like they really never liked Deontay Wilder. I'm not saying Wilder is the most polished fighter of all time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Wilder is like the greatest fighter, but damn. Triple G pulling all these hoe ass moves and y'all ain't got nothing to say about Triple G. Y'all, a lot of these fighters over there praise Canelo, and he done cheated the game multiple times, and they act like they didn't exist. Oh, Canelo's a great fighter. He failed a couple drug tests. He robbed a couple people. He illegally wraps his gloves, is being said. And they act like, and they ignore that shit. It's like they not gonna respect our fighters for real. And people, and I heard Earl say this, man, and it's some real shit. he said that, you know, he didn't like how Americans was backing Tyson Fury. What you got to understand what's going on outside. The majority of Americans that came here as immigrants, as Europeans, Germans, all of them, even the Native Americans, the Arabs that came over here, and everybody hates us. You know what I'm saying? It's like we built the country, we fought the wars, we helped them get their freedom, but they hate us. But they love they love macaroni and cheese, they love their collard greens, they love the neck bones, they love the rap, they love the R&B, they love rock and roll, everything that we created. They love the culture. They love the way we dress. But until we start backing our own and supporting our own, if they see somebody like Floyd Sr. with his credentials tearing down Wilder, that's the first thing they're going to do is run with it. They see a whole bunch of brothers tearing down Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. That's the first thing they're going to do. And I ain't going to say I'm guilty of it because I know the truth behind that shit, though. You know? So as far as we keeping ripping apart and tearing each other down, they couldn't wait to Wilder lose. So at the end of the day, you saying you the greatest coach of all time and you can't fix him? Buddy McGurk said he can help him. A lot of other dudes said they can help Deontay Wilder. You know? But all of a sudden, the greatest coach of all time came. Freddie Roach helped Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? He helped Amir Khan if he got knocked out Pacquiao and Amir Khan. So, you know, like I said before, man, that whole little situation over there, it's a lot of hatred, dog. All you gotta say is, man, I really don't see him being Fury this time. You know, I can show him a few things, but I'm not sure he can pick up on it. But to call somebody a piece of trash, it's a lot more piece of trash in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And if he ain't fight nobody, now the fuck you get to what, 40-something and 39 and whatever he had, 39 knockout. How you get this far then? They couldn't wait for this man to lose. And that's sad, bro. They couldn't wait for this dude to lose. You know? But like I said before, they're not gonna respect us till we respect each other. And that's not even in boxing, that's in all aspects of life. If we start respecting each other and showing each other that we are kings and queens, then that's gonna start to bridge the gap between America and us. But y'all wanna know why they don't respect us? Because we preying on each other's downfall more than they is. You know, but hey, it is what it is on that point. But let's talk about Shakur Stevenson real quick. He is, you know, he called out Leo Santa Cruz. So my whole thing about it is Tank and Santa Cruz gonna fight. I know that for a fact. I don't think nothing changed. I know Tank injured his hand. I think he crashed his slingshot or his little go-kart. So that fight should happen. So at the end of the day, the true question is, you know, will a winner fight Shakur Stevenson? And that's an absolutely no. You know, even if Leo don't fight Tank next, Leo will never fight Shakur Stevenson. Why would you fight Shakur Stevenson when you wouldn't fight Gary Russell? Same, I mean, you're talking about the same person. You talking about a Mexican duck, you talking about a light-skinned black nigga duck. I mean, the same person. Leo ducked everybody. You know, he just been around long enough to fight Frampton. He dunked Frampton in the trilogy. To fight Mares, which I wasn't impressed. Mares ain't shit no way. Really not when he moved up in weight. You know, when he was in the lower weight class, he was pretty cool. But, you know, Shakur Stevenson, you know, he just, you know, wasting his breath. These dudes won't fight each other that's on the same side of the street. These dudes on the same side of the street. It won't fight Gary Russell. So why would they fight you? Even for more money, they still wouldn't fight you. You know, so you wasting your breath. You can apply all the pressure you want for Leo Santa Cruz, but, you know, Leo Santa Cruz is pretty much immune to pressure. They give him pass after pass. It don't make a diamond, it don't bust a pipe for him. Well, my dad is sick. I might give a hell about your dad being sick. That ain't an excuse not to fight the best. And the same thing for Tank. Tank don't want to fight the best neither. Because if he did, he'd show Mayweather Promotions that he was serious about his career. That he was serious about getting in shape. He was serious about changing his life and correcting some of the mistakes he done made. He not. Every time Tank makes some momentum, he do something stupid in the street. Hurt his hand. Fight a girl. You know what I'm saying? Partying, fighting bartenders, punching people at malls allegedly, writing bad checks for jewelry. You know, it's just like, let's see him implode. We know it's gonna happen. We know how this gonna end. Best case scenario for him is to end like he did for Adrian Broner. You know, and I feel like he's a more talented fighter than Broner. But that's how it's going to end. They can't sit here and babysit Tank for his entire career. But Shakur Stevenson fucked both of them up. Straight up and down. Tank ain't even on that level of discipline. Now, if you tell me Tank is disciplined and he turned his life around and he find God or he find, you know, some sense of urgency and maturity in his career and he become at his best, then yeah, he can beat Shakur Stevenson. But the way he going right now, half-assing, you know, making weight, not being serious, not getting a nutritionist, that dude that showed up versus Forsaker and showed up versus Gamboa is like, come on, man. If you can get past the first 3 or 4 rounds of Tank, you can beat Tank. You know, a lot of people hoping that Leo is able to beat Tank. And a lot of Mexican fans is picking Leo to beat Tank. You know what I'm saying? Is this a step up for Tank? Yeah, I mean, Leo ain't shit, but it is a step up for him. You know, if Gamboa can, people saying if Gamboa can make it 12 rounds, or what is it, 10, 12 rounds on a blown out Achilles, well, Leo should be able to go. So at the end of the day, we'll see, but neither one of them want to fade with Gary. So why would they want to fade with Shakur Stevenson? You know what I'm saying? They both, you know, got the same boogeyman mantra on them. But like I said before with Shakur, he wasting his breath. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're trying to be undisputed, it's too much politics in undisputed. You gotta fight the sanctioning belt bodies and all the mandatories, and them not wanting to consolidate the belts because, they don't want to consolidate the belts because it's less money for them. And then you gotta fight the politics with PBC. You gotta go over there and fight for free. And if you fight for free, they still won't fight you. So, you know, at the end of the day, he needs to just worry about getting the three belts that's on his, or the 2 belts on the side of his street. You know, with Jamel Herring, if you gotta do that, you gotta do what you gotta do. And Miguel Burchett, you know, because Leo and Tank, they ain't fight nobody. I mean, you know it, I know it, we know it, she know it, he know it. Sleeping Dog, he know it. He said, man, Tank is a hoe ass nigga, man. He ain't fighting nobody. Leo is a hoe ass nigga. He ain't fighting nobody. So let me go back to sleep. And Mr. Mason is right. But let's move on. Jorge Linares is targeting, I think they said September. He trying to fight Ryan, which I don't know if they can pay Ryan more than $200,000. But I found it interesting is one of the names that's dropped for Jorge Linares is Devin the Dream Haney. I mean, we got to give him a better nickname. But I like to see that happen. Instead of putting Luke Campbell in there with Devin coming off a loss, let Luke and Fortuna fight. And let, Devin fight Linares. And then he can fight the winner of Luke and Fortuna. Then he can move on up. You know, it'll be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I see people saying that, you really say Linares was overrated? Fuck yeah, Linares is overrated. Motherfucker got stopped by Sergio Thompson and Antonio DeMarco. Well, he just got cut. Hey, so what? He got stopped by Pablo Cano, too. He went to sleep. He needs some milk. So, I expect Devin Haney to probably, have a little bit of trouble with Jorge early on. His hand speed is pretty good. They did spar. I talked to somebody that was at the sparring, and they said Linares did okay, but Devin dominated the sparring. Well, I ain't gonna say dominated. They said Devin got the best of him in sparring. Somebody that actually had eyes on Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said before, man, Devin Haney beat shit out of Linares. If he don't beat Linares, he struggled with Linares, then I don't know what to say. Linares got good hand speed, but he's an older fighter. He's been stopped more times than the school bus on a Monday morning. So I'd expect Devin Haney to punish Linares. That sparring should translate in this situation into the ring. But like I said before, I take Ryan and Linares. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to see Luke and motherfucking and Devin Haney. Not right now. Now, if Luke go in there and beat Javier Fortuna, some people believe he will. And a lot of people became Luke Campbell fans, not when he lost to Linares when his father died. You know what I'm saying? Not when he got beat by Yevgeny Mendy and then he came back and beat Yevgeny Mendy. Luke Campbell got a newfound fan base because he fought Lomachenko. So they trying to boost Luke Campbell up to be something that he not, just to make Lomachenko's resume look better. That's just simply what it is. So at the end of the day, if they can make Devin versus Jorge Linares, that's a step up in the right direction for Devin Haney. But I expect Devin Haney to continue the trend and stop Jorge Linares, and then people gonna say, well, Lomachenko already did it, and well, everybody did it. Linares, Sergio Thompson, DeMarco, somebody else stopped him before then. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did. I mean, Adrian Broner gave him a beat down in sparring. Go ask Peter Quillen at the Wild Card Gym. So Linares was never something special to me, bro. You know, never. People talking about he pound for pound. Man, fuck about it. Off of what? Every time he get beat up, he run over back to Japan and build up with fake wins and come back. Never was that good. I expect Devin Haney to put him to sleep. He gonna need some milk. Hey, but let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, response, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate is share the video. If you need to get in touch with me, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Twitter's the fastest way. Instagram and Facebook. So if you got to chop it up, question, business, inquiry, response, whatever it is. Sorry, people on Instagram, I logged out to my personal account, so I answered everybody's message that I could yesterday. So salute to everybody that follow me on Instagram and message me, man. I'm always trying to be punctual, and I try to message expeditiously when I can. One time for the one time, we done.